Girls, what are you watching?
Frozen 2.
Oh, your favorite. It's Saturday and it's time for another adventure. We are right at the end of our net metering balance for our solar, and it's producing way more than we can consume right now. We have an excess net metering balance. So we're gonna go on another adventure, not that we wouldn't anyway probably, and we're gonna go exploring in a part of Utah that we've never been to before. It's about an hour away. I've charged the car up to 96%. We're gonna be going and getting some lunch on the way, so we'll get on the road and have the kids eating in the back while they watch a movie, and we'll go exploring. You can see I have it mounted up here with the sea sucker mount on the ceiling, and then it's suctioned to the back of this Surface Note 2. And then I use another sea sucker mount here to mount my DSLR for the time lapse. After getting our lunch, the drive out to Rush Valley took us 42 minutes, which is 38 miles. Our efficiency was 78% at 388 watt hours per mile. Keep in mind our rated range is 300 watt hours per mile. So a little bit low on efficiency there, but it was cold, about 38 degrees, and a little bit snowy in some parts of it. That used up 19% of our battery driving out there, and at the average electricity rates in Utah at 10.9 cents per kilowatt hour, we used up about $1.60 worth of electricity. And the way our net metering agreement works, it's use it or lose it, so we were just using up all of our electricity that we could from our solar panels. We've arrived at our destination. It wasn't our original intended destination. I'll show you here on the map. We were planning on going out over this way, which is a place we were thinking of going camping. But it turns out this entire section is a gravel road, and we drove down the gravel road a good section from about here to here. And I just decided I don't really care to drive on a gravel road that long right now. And so we've stopped here, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, frankly. Looking at the energy graph here over the last 30 miles, you can see we were getting an average of 362 watt hours per mile. And there isn't really much wind right now, but it has been some precipitation and snowing. We're going on a little adventure hike. We're just really out in the middle of the desert here that is pretty open and wide. You can see behind me there. Just some grasses and sagebrush. If you can hear it, I don't know if you can, there's a lot of shooting in the distance because a lot of people come out here to target practice, but they're like way up against the mountains over that way. There's some cool storms in the distance over that way. Makes for kind of a dramatic backdrop. Are you having fun, Clara? Are you having fun?
I got a few stickers in my camp.
That's not good. Where?
But just tiny ones.
Oh, okay.
Very tiny ones.
That's good.
This is the path.
Oh.
We already did.
This is the path. Oh. This is. Okay, let's follow it. Okay.
Ah!
Yeah, you guys
I'm gonna trip and fall. What did you find, Lucy?
A stick.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Tell Dad.
this is my path.
Okay.
Wants everyone to go on it.
Oh, Clara's gonna get me.
Claire, let's go get on the path with Lydia
And me.
and Lucy.
Daddy, look. It just leads to the other road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the car then.
No. Keep hiking.
Lucy, what did you find?
Look.
Wow, that is a big one.
And I took one of hers.
Coming down these gravel and dirt roads gets the car really dirty. Look at the back of it here. Oh, poor car. Here's the front of it. That's what car washes are for. Right here I raised the air suspension to very high to be able to navigate this little bit of a bump right here coming off of the rough area. On the way home, the kids had fun watching more of their Frozen movie. The drive back home took 45 minutes to go 33 miles, consuming 14% of the battery at 91% efficiency. Now, at the retail rate for electricity in our area, that drive would have cost us $1.21. That night, when I plugged in the car, it took 3 hours to charge from 56 to 90% battery, and that was at a 9.3 kilowatt charge rate here at our house. And as you can see on the drive home, there was some rain-snow mixture, but that didn't really affect our power consumption much at all. The car worked great out in the desert, and I can't wait until we have a Cybertruck, and then we can really go way out into the desert. We're home. Our trip back was fairly uneventful, which is good. It definitely snowed a bunch, as you probably saw in the time lapse. We have a couple of girls that fell asleep. Yep, Lydia and Clara fell asleep. Lucy is still awake. And if we look over here, the battery is to 59%, so we used up 36% of the battery to get there. So not as much as I expected, but we didn't go as far as I had expected we would. Looking at the energy graph here, this is what the last 30 miles looked like, 252 watt hours per mile on average, which is excellent for our car. We were driving at a pretty good speed. We were actually forced to go slower than I probably would have otherwise. There was a U-Haul truck up in front and we were stuck behind it pretty much the whole way back. So really good watt hour average there. 300 is what this car is rated for, and it was getting 252, which is closer to what a Model 3 usually gets. So in any case, we had fun. It was a fun little adventure out into the desert. We didn't go on any hikes other than just down the dirt road a bit because there isn't really much out there. It's just a bunch of big open desert. But I wanted the opportunity to practice flying my drone a little bit and also just get out and do a fun day adventure. So I hope you enjoyed that, seeing what the car is capable of and what another adventure looks like. And so thanks for watching.
Bye.